You don't see that? I think we might need to take it over there.
Why?
Our spare tire is at 90 something PSI.
Oh no. So we're excited about today because we're trying out the Haloview BT7.
Yeah, so this is actually a really unique product because there's a lot of companies out there that have a backup camera, a lot of companies that have TMPS sensor. We've talked about this in the past when we installed our dash cam. We don't want a lot of screens up there. It can very quickly turn into that. Haloview has made an all-in-one. So this is your rear backup camera and your TMPS sensor. Of course, we got the 1080p camera. This is full HD. It's actually really nice. It's got lights right here built in. So at night, you actually have an extra auxiliary light as well. It also comes with 2 boosters. So in the past, you may have struggled with getting a signal from the back of your RV all the way to the front to your truck. This allows your booster signal to be boosted so you never have any interruptions for your backup camera or your TMPS. All right, it also comes with 2 styles of mounts. Your typical suction mount, and then also a more permanent also a more permanent 3M mount. Then of course, this is your TMPS sensors. We got one for each tire. Down here in the bottom, we got a few other goodies. So they give you everything you need. This is all your screws and stuff to install. You have some zip ties to secure any kind of wiring you need to secure, as well as these anti-theft nuts on the back for your TMPS sensors. It makes it to where you can lock it in. That way someone can't just walk up and unscrew it. Nice. And this is your backing plates as well as your gasket, which is awesome because you want to make sure that it's sealed. This set here also comes with a 64 gigabyte SD card. So now that you see what we're working with, let's get started on mounting that camera in the back. We are camera prepped in the back. I don't know exactly what that means. So we're gonna go pop the back off and see what it looks like. I don't know if we have a connection ready to go or if we're gonna be using the wiring kit. Let's go find out.
Wires.
Wires?
Uh-huh.
No connection or anything?
Not that I can see, nope.
All right, let's see. All right, yep. We got bare wires, so we're gonna be having to use the wire kit. Luckily, they provided it. Now we're ready to install the camera. Next thing we're gonna do is go ahead and use this gasket as a template. All you gotta do is run it through here, get it in position, level it out, go ahead and mark and pre-drill. You always wanna pre-drill your fiberglass so you don't risk cracking it. I went ahead and did that already. So we are gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna go get this wired up. Got a lot of extra wire here, so I'm gonna just go ahead and snip some of this off. All right, then over here on this end, this is super long, so I think we're gonna cut this one back as well. All right, got our cable stripped back. Now it's just time to wire them up. I'm gonna stick the wire nut onto this, get them all twisted together, press them. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and crimp this one too, because these are crimp wire nuts. All right, it's not going anywhere. And all we gotta do is push this all back in there. All right, now that we got it wired up, we're gonna go ahead and plug it in and just make sure it's all working. And this is actually a pretty cool little system. We got it to where it plugs in, and then you twist it to lock it in so it can't come apart. So now it should be powering on.
Oh, I hear it.
Oh yeah, there we go.
All right, so I have a battery pack, just kind of charging this to see if it works. And there it is, there's our camera setup. Oh, there I am.
When you get all this extra wire tucked in, run it through the gasket and get it all mounted up. Now we can feed this back through and plant that right there. Then we're gonna run this also through here. You have an insert side like this, and this side. This side's gonna be facing the camera outwards. This goes here. So let's try to balance this here. You know.
Wow, quite the extension you got there.
Yep. Very important to have the longest extension possible. Whew. All right, let's turn that camera on one last time and see if we can do an adjustment we like and call this part of the install done.
All right, let's see. There she is.
Oh, thank goodness.
All right, while he's finishing that up, I'm gonna get the TPMS sensors paired to the tires. Here's the monitor. I do have it hooked up to the little power bank so it's easier to use. I select which tire I am, so I'm going on that one. Then hit auto learn, and then I'm gonna install it. All right, it's easy. Just take off the cap, put the new one on. There it goes. It's so fast, it already read it. We're at 100 PSI and 89 degrees. Okay, we're gonna select, we're gonna go on our third tire, hit auto learn, and this time is a little different. I forgot to put the locks on, so I went and screwed that on. And then we're gonna put this guy on. And then back that up a little bit. We've already been able to check it out a little bit. We took them off to put them back on just to double check the pressure. I was feeling skeptical, but it's correct. And I noticed some interesting stuff. When I take it off slowly, there you go. It says fast leak, low pressure. So it's already saying fast leak, low pressure in the correct tire. So that was pretty fast. We're gonna go ahead and mount this right into here. We're going with the DC power connector. It's pretty neat. Comes into here and it's just a cigarette plug, but it has an on-off button, so we can just turn it on and off. Nice.
So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on so it can boot up while I do this. So this connection here, got a nice T-nut on there. So once you loosen it up, you just put it on here. It slides on, and you can just tighten it up, which is nice because now I can adjust it whichever position I need to. So we'll go ahead now, put this in here. We'll keep everything kind of loose. So I have this one on here. I'm gonna put this right here, find where I want it. So I think that's gonna work like that, right there. Push it in and lock it in position. Now this here, it's actually pretty good right there. I'm just gonna lock that back nut behind it. And then we got one more position. We'll tighten it up as well. Now, I'm pretty impressed. We have no repeater or anything going on, and we have a solid signal. Our truck is 23 feet. Our RV is 3911. We're not overlapping it at all. So we're about 60 feet right now from the camera, and we have a solid signal. But the cool thing is, they do provide 2 repeaters. So you can install one under your rear axle. They recommend one, and the other one in your front bay. So another option is, if you don't have 12 volt that you're comfortable wiring up a repeater at, they do sell an extended antenna. So it's a really long cable, and basically you would just wire this in to your camera on the side there where the antenna is, and you would run this all the way to the front. And they provide 3M foam strap-ins for your wire guides. You can use Enduro tape to completely cover and seal it too, so you don't ever have to worry about it coming up. But that would bring your signal all the way to the front of the RV as well. We're not having any issues, but if we do down the road, it'll be just as simple as putting this repeater up to 12 volt, and that's gonna repeat the signal for us. So maybe we should do a little test real quick. What do you think? Why don't we drive forward and see when we lose signal? Hold on.
Signal's looking great.
Uh-oh.
What?
Ah, I think that might be where we're losing our signal. So our camera signal is working, but I didn't catch this. The TPMS is not.
Those tires are probably 30 feet away.
Agreed.
Approximately, yeah. So no need to drive away. We definitely need those boosters.
So I'm gonna go, let me show you real quick how easy it can be. There's so many different ways you can install this. We're just gonna hook this straight up, use these alligator clips straight to our 12 volt lithium batteries right now, and see if that helps. All right, we're gonna make this real simple. We're just gonna use the alligator clips for now, and then we'll do a permanent install later. So I feel like that's kind of our motto around here. We do a temporary install and then we permanentize it later. So negative here. And let's put our positive over here. And power. Oh, signal is blinking. So let's go check back in the truck and see if it's working now.
All right, there they are, that one little booster, and now all 4 of them are registering. Awesome, that was easy.
I do want to show you one thing real quick. So whenever you install these, this is your set point now. So this isn't our normal cold level. We'll have to make some adjustments once we fill them to the proper level. So when you click on it, this is your high and this is your low. So because we were at 99, what it does is I believe it's 150% for your high and 95% of for your low pressure. So if you double check that, I'll have to double check when we do ours. But so we'll get ours filled up to the proper 110 cold pressure, and then we'll set all our high pressure and low pressure. If we want to change the high pressure alarms, we just click on it. We'll just erase that. Say we want it to be 125, and we hit enter. You hear that beep, and that means it's learned.
Done. Love it.
Super
so
simple.
Easy.
And we're gonna, actually as you're driving, pretty neat. So it's gonna just kind of switch between all of them. Or you can click on it to see all of them. So you can actually adjust this screen to however you like. There's split screens, you could have one big one. So here you actually have a few options too. So this is your grid lines. If you want to turn those on, you can. You can turn off, this here will turn off the audio. This will actually turn on the light. So at nighttime, the lights that I showed you on that camera, this will turn it on and off. And actually if you turn it on and then turn off the car, it will keep it on for you. So if you just need an extra light back there, but you don't want to keep the truck running, you can do that as well.
Nice.
So there's the lines that pops up. So these are all your settings here.
Yeah, it's a lot to look at. That's awesome. All right, overall, that was a really easy install once we figured out we had to turn on the button on our panel to get our power to work for our prep. Yeah, right?
Our camera prep.
We didn't even show you that. Yeah. How embarrassing. So if you're not getting power, make sure you touch that, put that little button on. Otherwise, it was a really easy install. I mean, how much time did that take total?
Minus the chasing the power down.
Chasing the power down.
It was probably a 30, 45 minute install.
That's what I was guessing. I'm excited because tomorrow is a big moving day for us. So if you've seen our normal adventure videos, it'll feel normal to you. But we're gonna go ahead and make a big trip and test this thing out and our TPMS system out and our backup camera out.
I'm super excited. Yeah. Let us know down in the comments if we did something wrong, or there's something you want to see.
Or if you didn't understand something, and we'll clarify.
Yeah. If there's a product you want us to try out, test, install, or you think we should just have, and we should share with our viewers, let us know. Leave it in the comments or hit us up.
And you'll continually see us kind of trying out these products throughout our daily life because we do full-time RV. So if you want to see little tidbits in between, you'll see them on our channel.
And just as a quick reminder, we're not going to just be showing y'all products just to show you products. If they're not something that's going to be valuable for us, something we're going to use, we're not going to share it because we don't want to just be pushing products on y'all. And
we also don't want to have a bunch of stuff. Yeah, we only want to put stuff on our rig that is important.
Yeah, it has to have a purpose.
Go ahead and check our description for that discount code and other discount codes. Don't forget, I have free downloads. If you go to our website, you will see 2 different free downloads. One is for families or just, kids at heart. And one is for if you're RVing and you want to be organized.
And if you haven't yet, make sure you like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one. Check out this video that YouTube thinks you'll like.
Or this video.